Welcome back to a brand new episode of Charm City Beat. Um, Yet again, here we are, yet again, another loss. In fact, this one is the worst loss in 10 years. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate all your supports over the last 9 years. So let's get into it, guys. What the hell happened?
There was a game. I thought half of us decided to hang out at M&T Bank Stadium for a few hours because no one was there.
Yeah.
Do you blame them though? Like, if I feel like this game coming up and the game we just played, they don't matter. Let's take the L. Let's get after the bye. Let's reset this whole thing, and then everybody comes back. Like, I'm holding out no hope that we're going to beat the Rams just based on who's out and what I've seen from this defense.
I think going into these 2 weeks, once Lamar had a hamstring, and we pretty much said, okay, he's out to the bye. I think most fans looked at the schedule and was like, okay, we'll probably be 1-5, but we might be able to beat Houston. The Rams, yeah, that probably scared a lot of people off just the bat because their defense, how it's been playing, even with their starters. But everyone looked at the Texans like, okay. But then when we have no starters playing against the Texans, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, the product isn't great. You're not going to show up, but the product isn't great. Lamar Jackson's out, Roquan's out, Marlon's out. We're playing probably the worst line next to whatever the hell Joe Flacco is going to have to play behind this weekend. The vibes just aren't there. But like Jordan said, these are washed games. It is what it is. These are non-factor games. It's better to get, healthy and come back and just finish down the stretch with easier games.
I'm optimistic. So I think a lot of fans aren't seeing the forest for the trees, or that saying is. I think they see 1-5, and historically they'd be correct. We'd be effed. I don't think they're realizing that after the bye we have one of the easiest, not the easiest schedule in the NFL. And the only other team in our division that's even going to make us, give us a run is the Steelers, who currently have a really good record. I think they're 3-1 or something, but 4-1. But 3-1 to the bye. Yeah. They have to play all the teams we just lost to, or their equivalent. So they still have to play the Buffalo Bills and the Chargers and the Colts. They lost to the Seahawks already, so we play the Rams. They got blown out by the Seahawks. They still got to play. There's a lot of good teams, and so I just think that and they play us, and so I think it's all out there for us as long as we just get healthy. Lamar Jackson. There's not the rest of the teams on the schedule. I don't think can score 40 points, so I'm not that upset about it. Frankly.
Well, in other news, outside of this loss, Ravens have traded away Odafe, one of Ross's jerseys, and a 7th-round pick to the Los Angeles Chargers in exchange for Alohi Gilman, safety, and a 2026 5th-round pick. That whatever. But what do you guys think of that?
It's like 12 5th-round picks, I think, again.
That's the EDC way.
I personally think that they were looking at the tape and they realized Odafe Owe is not doing jack shit. And it doesn't matter if he's there or not. But I think they're realizing that what they're missing is a linebacker in the middle of the field who can blitz, play safety, cover. And I think putting Kyle Hamilton back, he's not doing anything except making sure we don't get beat deep. Yeah. But our front seven's so porous right now. No team's really trying to beat it. We have really good corners, so they're not trying to be as deep with those corners. Everything's in front. And so I think Kyle Hamilton coming back into the box to be that lion amongst the sheep, I think is probably better for our defense in this year's defense than what he is doing currently, which is making sure he's not doing anything. You don't notice him on the field. So I think getting other safety allows him to be a little more versatile.
100%. Ross?
No, yeah, I mean, clearly he's not worried about Kyle health-wise because he seems fine now. But no, yeah, it seems to be the opposite of last year. Last year we needed Kyle to go deep.
Yeah.
This year we needed Kyle to come up. I mean, safety play has been relatively questionable this year.
Yeah.
Like Malachi hasn't become exactly what we thought right away.
It's not
blame him. He's so early.
I'm not
Kyle
blaming
Hamilton
him,
struggled too.
If you're coming in as a contestant's top 10 pick, you can't be being beat to the corner like you did last week.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. You
That's a
got top
grown
pick.
man he's
Let
playing
me
against.
talk. Let me talk.
He played at Georgia, Jordan. He played in the SEC. He played against the NFL.
They put not necessarily.
How many Georgia Bulldogs are on the Eagles right now? How many Alabama people are in the NFL right now?
Again, just because you were a star in college does not automatically translate to NFL speed. Those are two different games.
Beat Malachi Starks.
Huh?
Who was it who beat him?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't even know who that guy was.
Yeah, wait. Well,
the angle was, even though this is, I mean, he didn't even get, he got beat to the angle, and Malachi was supposed to be quick.
Gerald's got something to say.
Yeah. Again, I think this is a problem within the NFL and why we have so many busts, because everybody automatically expects you're a first round pick, you should start. That's not necessarily the same game. Again, college and NFL are two different sports.
NFL schemes versus college schemes,
Yeah,
and making
it's big. It's much more big brain. I mean, again, he's a great athlete, great, and that's why he isn't totally shit to bed. But to expect him to be the next coming of Ed Reed week one is crazy. Again, I think next year he was going to have a breakout year. He's going to do good things, but that's why they're probably signing C.J. Gardner-Johnson to help out. Making these moves, trading Alohi Gilman. Again, it's a lot.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think it's more telling what they're saying about Odafe Owe. It's like, dude, we don't give a shit. Like, you aren't doing anything. Mike Green is developing how we want him to. I think that's what it's really saying. Kyle Van Noy, he's still good. Mike Green's developing. We can use a job when we need him. Again, he's a body. I think that's all it is. They just need depth. But I don't know. Owe, I would have thought we would have got a little bit more, but, you know, it is what it is. Fifth round pick, what are we going to even do with that?
Yeah. I mean, and we got the most out of him. I mean, he was called what it is. He was an experiment pick in the first round, along with Rashad Bateman. And Ben Cleveland went in the third round. Brandon Stevens went in the fourth round.
What a
draft class is looking a little iffy right now, boys. But at the same time, like I think he was okay. He had some good plays here and there. He made decent plays, but I mean, we got 5 years out of him. That's what you all.
5 years, and he led the league in almost sacks. For how fast he was supposed to be, he was never could just get there. Except last year.
Sacks in college like that. I remember reading that. Like, we were talking about.
He never got there. He pressured all the time. And so he may go off and do great things for Chargers, but we got compensation for him, and we got a guy that I think will make a difference immediately against lesser talent.
It sounds like the Charger fans were kind of happy to get him gone too. And of course, they're also the same fans that are happy to get Owe, but that must say that's how bad their pass rush is. Because they were bringing up Owe's pass rush win rate. Okay, he wins the pass rush, and that's it. So maybe a fresh start for both of them is what's needed. I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, like I said, he was teammates with Kyle. This guy coming in, so.
I mean, how shitty does he have to play to not start for the Ravens? Like, come on. I mean, god damn, we are just the worst defense I've ever seen.
We had
injuries aside and opponents aside.
Here.
I'll tell you this, though. Have we beaten fucking Buffalo? I don't know how this whole season would have turned, but it just went in a totally different direction from day one. Cleveland seems like a very long time ago.
That's a pretty devastating loss to this point right now. It's more, it looks like.
Yeah.
That was more of like, oh my God, there we go again.
That's literally it. It was a tone setter like the Chiefs last season. Again, if we had beat the Bills, our conversation we probably would have still lost probably a couple of games. Yeah, I do see that. I do see us still losing a few games. But if we had beat the Bills, it would have been different conversation. I don't know, man, but I mean the offense we're about to put on the field against the Chargers, I'm questioning a lot. Again, Derrick Henry, like, you got paid. Now what?
He had one game.
It seems like a fleece, bro.
He had one game left, and that was Buffalo.
What'd you say?
He had one game left in him.
Yeah.
It was the same as Buffalo.
I mean, at the same time, like he had 7.5 yards of carry and a touchdown against the Chiefs, and then we just stopped using him till the third quarter. That's not on Derrick Henry. That's on the Ravens. And
Here's
you saw the way the Browns approached it. Walter Payton couldn't break through that line, and so we passed it all over them. 4 touchdown passes. Like I feel like when he's running, the offense is going as well as it could be. I think last week's game, who gives a shit? They know what else we gonna fucking do. It's Cooper Rush. Like I feel bad for him. Like right now, he's in a bad
Yeah, you're
situation.
right. It's just Cooper Rush, but I'm pretty sure he could run when he had Tannehill as his running back. I don't think defense were too scared of him at some points.
But again, the O line that we have right now couldn't block a fucking cold. It's not great. And then again, like Jordan said, the play calling. We're what 1-5, 1-4. Like we only won one game, and still somehow the coaching staff is intact. In what universe is that happening? I don't know.
You're looking at a decade and a half of sustained success and relatively deep playoff runs and a Super Bowl ring. And I mean, they were the AFC Championship team 2 years ago. Last year, they were a dropped pass from probably going to the playoffs, going to the AFC Championship again. So I feel like John Harbaugh has the biggest leash ever. How Zach Orr's still on this fucking team, I don't know.
That's the question.
That's the big question because I think that's what comes first before the head coach goes.
Yeah.
Coordinators get the gut.
Because
I don't
he's
mind
Harbaugh's
Malkin.
personal pick. He
Yeah, that's the
has the hardball protected bubble. That is why R. Wilson went to Tennessee. That's why the guy went to Miami. That's why Mike McDonald got you out here because Harbaugh wanted Zach Orr to take over. He was not ready for it. Like you pointed out last week, what defensive coordinator needs to have former defensive coordinators brought in to help you be a defensive coordinator?
That part.
There's so many good D coordinators out there. You don't need to be doing this type of bullshit. Like, what was up with the Orioles? Like, go out and get a fucking manager that's won a playoff game. Why do you have Brandon Hyde leading a team of fucking rookies into the fucking playoffs when he's a rookie? It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
So fucking pissed off with this city.
Well, it's fine. Apparently, Ryan.
Brandon Hyde's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's over. Bottom Birdland, man, we're suffering. We are suffering in Birdland.
It's like all this talent and playoff success in the past, and then like I've never seen anything like it.
It is really absolutely interesting. It's like, is this like a cross like Ravens walk like plot? Like, how do you have so much talent between two teams and neither team produce? Like, it makes literally no sense. On paper, we have two of the greatest teams in both sports. On paper, in play,
you know what I think someone put a jinx on the whole city of Baltimore because both teams could not stay healthy to save their life. Someone came through Baltimore and just set a whole hex on both teams. Like, nah, you both all getting hurt. Everyone's injured.
That's crazy. That's absolutely insane.
I mean, look, both Orioles, I think, set a team record for players used.
Like, I'm looking at these stats from last week. Like, you got C.J. Stroud. He went 23 for 27 for 244 yards and 4 touchdowns. 4. Jesus Christ.
Davis Mills played.
Yeah, the backup. And then they rushed 33 times for 167 yards.
Looks like 8 people did that.
I'll say this. We were missing our captain all-pro at every level of the field. Madueke was out. Hamilton was out. Roquan was out. Plus Louisier was out. Who else was out? Fucking Marlon Humphrey was out. Like,
Kyle.
I think any team in football would have gotten 4 touchdowns. Like, I know it sucks that they scored that many touchdowns. I feel like it was going to happen regardless. It looks so ugly because everyone's watching it, expecting it to be a normal thing. That was a preseason game. Let's just call it like it was. It's a preseason game. Offensively, it's a preseason game because you don't have a quarterback. And so we'll see if Snoop plays on Sunday or if it's Cooper Rush. It's probably Cooper Rush.
Oh, it's Cooper Rush. That's why I think that's why Harbaugh said Snoop didn't play at the end. They're like, we're starting to tune up for next week. What? We all wanted Snoop. We all were chanting for Snoop.
Because he knows the offense and he can move a bit. Like, it just sucks. It's like the offense is so stale. Now, weather's going to be god-awful. Maybe that's a Derrick Henry game. But they got to commit to it. I feel like there's in between Even when Lamar's healthy, like, what do we do? Like, let's have Hill play 45 carries. Like, what are we doing?
Let's say him do that this time.
At least Keaton Mitchell played.
Keenan played. Kind of had to. Wait, when you have 7 people listed out going into the game, it's you can't really bench anyone.
Yeah, it's
when your inactives are your out list on Friday. Everyone gets to play.
Yeah,
That's in our 6 highest paid players. I said our inactives last week would have smacked any other team's inactives.
Agreed.
Man, we have a great roster.
Those were not inactive. It's 6 all pros.
Yeah, I don't know. Looking ahead, what we got?
I didn't even. Not Rams.
Preview this game. I feel like there's not. Puka's having a career, all-time season.
The rain might help.
Adrenaline run.
Williams a good ball player though, and their defense
it's
is
not any better, but at least
Puka they're coming to us, and it's raining, and Kyle Hamilton's back. I just don't want anybody to get hurt.
I think that's the most important thing is keeping people healthy.
Because even if we had a full team and we were playing normal football, all of these games minus the Browns were fucking toss-ups. Like if you would have told me we would have gone 3-1 and lost to the Chiefs, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Or 3-1 lost to the Lions, yeah, that makes sense. 3-1 lost to the Rams, yeah, I can see any of those games happening. Unfortunately, we lost all of them in relatively convincing fashion, and that's what hurts the most.
Yeah,
but we could have easily been 1-5. That's the biggest fear anyway. Looking at that schedule, we can still win 9 ball games with this schedule.
Good, for sure.
With Lamar healthy.
There's no doubt about it. Again, luckily for us, outside the Steelers, our division is dog shit. Like, dead ass. Again, once Lamar comes after this bye week, all bets are off. But going into this Rams game, it could be a potential statement maker. Again, to show, hey, there's still a little life here. Because right now, as we know, I don't think the NFL fears the Ravens the way they used to. Their reputation right now at the current moment is dead. It's on hold.
Somehow Vegas still thinks we're good.
Not anymore. I checked recently. DraftKings does not have DraftKings has put the Steelers as the favorite. Finally, they finally wised up. They're like, oh, wait a minute.
See, that's also Vegas. I think you put money on the Ravens now, you might make some money. Because I think Lamar healthy, who else are we losing to the rest of the year if we play like we did against the Cleveland Browns, which is give up a lot of fucking yards, not a lot of points.
Yep.
See, some of those teams that we thought were going to be easy might not be as easy anyway. I mean, to be fair, the Patriots just beat the Bills.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but I don't think
you get a team
that's
like
a divisional
that
game. That's a divisional game. It's a divisional rival.
I get
don't
that,
think the Patriots are putting up 40 points.
A team gets momentum, it gets rolling. Like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. We can. As you look at a schedule ahead of the season, yes, statistically, it should be easy. Things change.
You're not wrong, but I just saw the Browns beat the Packers, so I feel like I think non-divisional games like that are a little different. To your point, though, Ross, you're not wrong. They now have moxie. They're like the Giants. Like,
I mean, look, the Giants
lost to the Saints.
Giants.
You don't know what they beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
Ryan, 3 touchdowns by Scatterbo.
Scatterbo is him.
If our defense if our defense could remotely get it together, I agree. We should be fine. That's the only part that concerns me is can they? Because even healthy, we were not stopping people.
I think if they can give up 30 points a game, we'll win against these other shitty teams. Because they gave up 38 to the Lions. They gave up, 41 to the Bills, and they were in those football games. Were they beating the Lions at halftime? I think they might have been. I can't remember, but they were close games. They got away from them down the stretch for sure. This team is horrible at making adjustments, which used to be not the thing with the Harbaugh. It seems to be the way with Harbaugh, or they can't hold on to leads. They've never been able to do that, and now they can't even make adjustments. And they're forgetting who they are in the middle of games, because they've always done that too. But now they're doing it ad nauseum with some of the best players who ever put on a football uniform.
Yeah, there's hearing after the game last week, I was sitting in my car waiting for traffic to die down. I'm like, God damn. Listen to the radio. Because normally a game like what was happening, going into that, normally Harbaugh would be able to get his teams hyped up for a game like that. Like, we're down. We don't have this guy, this guy, this guy. All of a sudden, like, oh, crap.
Harbaugh
Do you
ain't got
remember
the
when
juice
we played the Bengals though, and he gave up like 500 yards of offense to Chase, and we just got absolutely annihilated? Like
But also remember when he almost beat the Bengals with Snoop at quarterback and actually would have won that game if he doesn't jump over a pile.
that defense was fucking
Yeah,
on fire.
They
Oh
were
wait, second that game.
that night.
Well, then that's the same defense that gave up a shit ton of yards to them the week before.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Younger Roquan though. We had prime Atabuke.
It needs to be studied how fast Roquan aged. Like,
Did he lie about his age?
Huh?
Did he lie about his age?
Had to have. I thought he was 30 when he came to us. It was like, what the hell? Guy looks old as shit. Here we are. He's broken up, still old.
Oh, the only time he plays good is he needs Ray Lewis behind him to tell him what to do because he doesn't remember what to do. Did he get hit in the head? I think everyone on the Ravens got hit in the head this offseason.
Probably.
I just forgot what worked last year.
I think they're going off of expectation and paper. Like I think everyone hyped them up so much that they don't have to worry about no one cares about the regular season, that they're not giving a shit about the regular season.
Yeah.
They're not playing with an edge. The Lions are playing like their fucking lives are on fire.
That's
so,
going back to what you were saying earlier. Harbaugh, I don't think does a good job motivating the team like he used to. I don't think that fire is there. To me, if you were the motivator, you would have came out at halftime against the Lions and kept pedal to the metal. I don't know. I don't think the team believes. It's starting to come out. The rumors are starting to seep. The team is. I think the locker room's lost, and obviously that's going to be an off-season issue that they're going to have to deal with. But unless something crazy happens and we make a fucking big run.
And when you invest $280 million and you're about to re-ink Lamar Jackson has no reason to be sign anything. They owe him $75 million next year. So he has a lot of leverage on this football team. And he'll do the right thing, obviously. I think that was always been the idea. But, like, is Harbaugh going to be part of it? I think he's going to be very much involved in these conversations. And if Lamar isn't involved, if Lamar isn't bought into what Harbaugh's selling, Harbaugh's leaving, and Bisciotti doesn't play.
100%. I agree. Personally, I'm ready to move on.
I saw a Facebook post today from 3 years ago, the Charm City Beat, and it was all about John Harbaugh on the hot seat. It was a picture of me interviewing from behind, and I'm like all pissed off. And I was like, this is here we go again. It's the same time of year, same fucking day. And to me, like it's that
circle, Raven
it's
fans.
The circle.
We got a great team. Go, okay, we lost that guy.
2022.
Hey,
Lamar Jackson got hurt. That was the year Snoop, but that was after multiple short runs in the playoffs, barely getting in, not having a good team for years with Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
And now it's like, here we are again. He's proven he can't win the big one. There's a stigma around this football team that only a new coach can probably fix. You bring a new coach in, and everyone's like, oh my God. Well, now we'll see. Is it Belichick or is it Brady? Is it Lamar or is it Brady?
History has shown it's usually the Brady. History has shown more than not it's the player.
I mean, they constantly point out, Harbaugh won a Super Bowl. No, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed won a Super Bowl, and Joe Flacco won on a miracle run out of his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harbaugh brought what was needed as far as a mindset, and he reshaped that locker room because I think the players were running the circus there towards the end of Billick's career, and I think it's back to that place with Harbaugh. Like, I think players aren't tackling very well; they're not playing hard. They're missing easy plays.
Yep.
Bateman gave up on the one play.
I mean, Marlon Humphrey, I question him sometimes these days. Like, I think he's getting a little older, but I also don't think his mind. And I mean, they're rich now. They don't care. I just feel like they're not the same fire's not there, especially for the older guys. They're more worried about not getting CTE in their last paycheck than they are making plays. Like Ronnie Stanley is going to miss more games than he's going to play now, probably.
Yeah. Like, again, our team is older, and I think we said this last week. We do great with veterans. Veterans are taken care of, but it's creating that new nucleus that that new crop is the problem. It's like we get to these stages where it's like we have all these veteran players, and it's like, all right, those guys are definitely on their way out. All right, what are we doing about these young guys? How are we developing young leadership?
Yeah. And I do wonder like what they're doing with Buchanan because I feel like he, as good as he is, he was not ready for that green dot.
Mm-mm.
What are we doing here?
That was a lot for him.
You have Van Noy in this football team. Like, I just wonder. Like, you should give it to a linebacker, sure, but at the same time, like, it just shows you how much we lack that dog on this team.
Mm-hmm. We don't have our quarterback on defense.
Here's how I knew it was going to be in trouble on Sunday. Our key introduction player was Kyle Van Noy. I didn't even realize we were done calling out players when they called his name out. Then he came out, they all gathered together. We were all like, oh, that's our headliner this week?
I mean, he is great.
I get that, but it's not a Roquan or a Lamar when you do the offense, or a Roquan the defense, or it's Van Noy, like, a veteran that we had to bring in because we couldn't develop our own pass rushes.
And there's a standard here. I think a lot of things people think were like, I don't know. What's the word here? We're so used to having success, but at the same time, like
spoiled, as Kyle Hamilton called us.
It's not really spoiled. It's a standard. To me, it's like Pittsburgh Steelers. Like you expect some kind of badass mother effort to come out of that tunnel to end the thing, and we don't have it after like 3 guys, and all 2 of them may not be here next year. It's like, Jesus.
No, even this year when Roquan's the last guy out, we're like, you're not playing great.
Yeah, no, Jordan, going on what you're saying, you're 100% right. There is a standard. It's the wrong S word. Yeah, it's not spoiled. It is a standard, and I think that's why the fan base is so frustrated. I think that's why people are knocking on Harbaugh's door to get him the fuck out of here because, again, we're used to winning constantly, all the time. I mean, yes, there are those dark ages, but a majority of the fan base now, those younger Gen Z fans, bandwagon fans, they've only known Lamar Jackson and winning and the Super Bowl that Joe Flacco had. That's all they really know. Nobody knows the Kyle Bowler years. Nobody knows that weird period right before Lamar got here. And that's cool. But again, it's that's why there's no patience anymore because it's like this is expected.
We're not the Detroit Lions, who I think, it's like when Buck Showalter got the Orioles. Like that leash, they may have rid of Buck Showalter too, but like that leash was appropriately long because you were so bad. It's like if the Browns ever got an actual head coach and won some fucking playoff games, won a Super Bowl, like he ain't going anywhere forever. He's going to own that city. The Ravens, not so much. I mean, we have 2 rings, countless Hall of Famers, countless Pro Bowlers, shitload of W's. We've had, we have a 2-time MVP under center. Like, you can't waste this. And I think that's part of the biggest reason why we have so much angst is that we're wasting the year 28 of Lamar Jackson. Like, this is prime him. You get hurt next year. You know what I mean? Like, it's football.
Hurt right now.
What are we doing? Yeah.
Speaking of hurt, let's talk about the injury report. Let's get that.
All righty. So, starting off with the no injury designation. So, Ben Cleveland, he didn't practice for a personal reason. So, he's fine. As Kyle Hamilton, he's good to go. Had a groin, but he's good to go now. Humphreys, he's playing. His calf. He's good to go. Good old tackle Joseph Newtboom. He's playing. He's healthy. He's active. Right tackle, little Rajan Rosengard. Knee, but he's good. And hurt old Stronny Stanley. He's apparently going to try to start.
Suspect as fuck.
He had no injury designation, so we'll go over there.
Only one bye week. We do have a bye week coming up.
Only one questionable, but that one question was Zay shoulder. He was limited all week, so could be a bye week coming up. You're not going to play.
Don't blame him.
To interrupt you, this is what I'm seeing right here. The Zay Flyer being out this is the first time I've not been like, oh shit, we're fucked at receiver. Again, outside of the fact the rest of our team is fucked, but again, the depth we have at receiver. It's like if Zay doesn't play, Okay, Bateman can step up. We have D Hop. Like, we just casually have D Hop out there just snagging one-handed passes. There's depth there.
And if it rains, like it's not a wide receiver game anyway, and
Mhm.
his little moves aren't going to work on a wet turf.
Because he can't run straight for shit.
This is a King Henry, Keaton Mitchell, Justin Hill game, and whatever. And it's, I think we're in good shape as far as the blueprint goes offensively. Justice Hill, so
Yeah. And even with the guys that are back, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, that's awesome. That helps the defense. Again, we need all the help we can get.
Well, we have our outs. Obviously, Namdi, he ain't coming back all year. Broderick's still on short-term IR. No Chig again. As obviously we all know, no Lamar. Tackle guard Amory Jones is obviously he's not out. He's out again, but he was full all week. So Harbaugh did hint that there could be changes at the offensive line.
Thank God.
Finally realized that's possible. Here's the one that makes me happy. Pancake. He finally practiced first time since August 14th. He was limited on Thursday, Friday, so he could be back after the bye week.
What's fucking crazy is I ran into Pat Ricard a few weeks ago. Me and Colleen, we went to Marlon Humphrey's movie that he produced for Alabama, and I'm just there getting my slushy before the game, and lo and behold, here comes Pat Ricard, who was a lot bigger in person than I thought he was. That was fucking crazy, but he looked fine. I don't know what the injury is. He didn't have any braces, wasn't limping. It's crazy.
Pretty sure that was well before August 14th.
No, was it?
Yes. It was before they even started training camp. I'm pretty sure it was a while before that because I remember you sending that picture.
What that preseason was going on.
It's like, how do you always run into Patrick Ricard?
Always. Me and him, we're like it.
But, I honestly think Patrick Ricard is the reason we haven't won. If we had Patrick Ricard, we beat the Buffalo Bills. We probably beat the Detroit Lions. Yeah. I think we beat the Kansas City. I honestly think he is the difference. When you're able to, solidify the run and the edge and put him out there and everything, I honestly think the team is not the same without him. As sad as that is, it's so much more vanilla, and they're so scared to fucking run the football. And they're not creative at all. But he's able to move and get behind, the left guard from the right side and push, and Henry's involved. It changes everything. It honestly does. You're allowed to control the football. When you control the football, the defense isn't on the field as much. You get the ball and good.
It's so wild to me. And again, this is just how unique the Ravens are. Where we are is with our play calling and how we scheme things up. Where in the rest of the league, fullbacks are a dying position. Shit, Juice Check didn't he get cut from the 49ers in the offseason?
Re-signed him. They're not using as much.
Okay. But it's like those are the two unique unicorns of the NFL. The fullback that actually matters. It's incredible. I definitely am guilty of downplaying his position over the years. I love Pat Ricard. I think he's a great player. But after seeing what I've seen the last few weeks, it's obvious. That man is a key piece to our offense, and without him, we are fucked.
Yep.
Yes.
There's no way Derrick Henry. That might be half the issue. Derrick Henry, he can't run. He can't run. He has no blocker.
Yeah, because he's coming out of the pistol and stuff. It's like everything revolves around. I think this team needs their fullback for this offense to run, to be the number one running offense that it has been in the past. And I think teams aren't afraid. You got to account for a fucking 300-pound lineman coming at your ass.
That's immense.
Behind their line, in front of Henry.
I accept all of your apologies. How many times you wanted to get rid of him? I'm like, screw you guys.
I can admit you guys.
We're sorry, Ross, from the bottom of our hearts.
The combination of him and Lamar running makes their offensive line look so good.
It is. It literally is. It is exposed our offensive line in ways I didn't know.
Langley was not this bad last year. At least he didn't seem.
Supposedly he was.
He had the block. It was already done by the other guard in the backfield.
When all those times this year when you see Flaley do this, I missed the guy. He's turning around like, oh, thank God, Ricard got him.
Yeah, I'm excited for this fucking second half, guys. It's going to be a hell of a fucking football season. And maybe we need this. Maybe this is their story. We
Yeah.
can't win it the normal fucking way. We have to do it the 1-in-5 way. It's the only way we're going to win a Super Bowl with this fucking football team.
So I think
That so
they're trying
fucking be
not
it.
to have. They don't want a top seed. They're tired of that. They're trying something new.
I don't blame them. They're going to get the wild card. They're going to win the division. There's no winning the wild card in the AFC anymore. Not with the Jaguars and the way the fucking Chargers are playing and the Broncos and all those teams and the Patriots. Like, it's not going to happen. They're not winning more than 8-9 games.
I'm real perfectly honest with you. I'm in deep considerations. We take a bye week as well. And then when we come back next week, we literally have a fucking kickoff party. We got to treat it as a fucking kickoff. Like, this is the preseason. This is the true preseason because the Ravens don't do preseason. And then the bye week, and then we kick off. It has to happen just like that. I hope.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tez Walker's also out, by the way.
Shit, he's out too?
Yeah. Yeah. I met,
What happened to him? Is it time of the month?
His has an oblique. I don't know when he popped up. But wait, and Roquan's obviously not playing. I missed. I didn't get that one either. But,
Who gives a
no,
fuck?
yeah. That's when you started talking about the wide receiver depth. I was like,
Yeah, that kind of changes.
yeah, okay.
If we don't get blown out Sunday, I will be ecstatic.
Mhm.
But a loss is a loss. And so I think we need to get out of this game healthy
And it's an NFC loss.
and look better and maybe not put a lot of shit on tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an NFC loss. And the Steelers already lost to the Seahawks by double digits. So really not that worried about this football
What
game.
the hell are we going to put on tape with Cooper Rush at quarterback and Derrick Henry?
Not wrong.
They don't know what we're going to do.
I don't.
We don't have enough. We might not have Zay. That's our trick play guy. We ain't putting nothing secret on tape. I don't think Todd has anything secret on tape. Greg Roman had the vault. He just never went to it. I don't think Todd has one. I think, this is my place.
You want to know how bad it is?
Put my play sheet in my pants.
You want to know how bad it is right now with the Ravens? There hasn't been a Ravens wired in like 4 weeks.
No. Shit.
The content is taken off.
Here's another how you know how bad it is.
Cut.
Lacey DeCosta dipped out of Twitter.
No shit.
Who dipped out?
EDC's wife. You know, good old Lacey who interacted with fans so nicely, was so nice to everyone, gave away jerseys, did all that. But everyone constantly was like, hey, tell your husband to do stuff. She had nothing to do with football. She helped. Yeah. She actually retweeted us to tell us about our show. I said, hey, can you do this? She's like, hey, check these guys out.
That's so
do stuff like that for the fans. And then too many fans are like, hey, your husband sucks. Tell him to stop doing this. Tell him to do this. Everyone constantly like, leave her alone. You go look up now. Nothing. Can't even find her. Don't have Twitter no more. It's inactive.
Listen to this stretch, guys, after the bye. Chicago Bears, Miami Dolphins, Minnesota Vikings, Cleveland Browns, New York Jets, Cincinnati Football Bengals, and Joe Flacco. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers on Pearl Harbor. And then the Cincinnati Bengals was Joe Flacco. That might be better by then.
I got Flacco making it to Thanksgiving behind that line.
If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0 in that fucking stretch, the NFL world will lose its ever-living mind, and the Ravens most likely will be going 7, 0.
100%.
Because we're going to score 40 fucking points in those games. Every single one of them.
I hope
that's the thing. Like... the Jets are going to be fucking rollovers. The Browns already put 40 on them. The Vikings fucking blow ass. The Miami Dolphins have no reason to play. And the Bears defense isn't anything to fucking, like...
No, I
2 weeks to get ready for the Chicago Bears and a player that looks like Lamar Jackson and Caleb Williams, and they play a similar style, You got a lot going for them.
And again, going back to what you said, we'll have our run game intact, our offense. Yep. Ricard should be back. If he's not back, that's wild as fuck. We're wasting our roster spot on him.
But, it's
crazy.
You're probably a more explosive Isaiah Likely.
Mm-hmm. I want that. I need that.
Which I think you're not getting that. It's like Mark Andrews 2 years ago. Like
they probably should have just kept him out to the bye.
He had to get his feet wet.
He can, but him playing like a couple snaps really getting his feet wet.
I think had the Ravens Yeah. I also wonder they lost to the Bills, and I think the way the schedule's unfolding, he wasn't going to make it. I don't know. I just feel like they probably may have thrown him out there against the Lions, maybe
Yeah.
if we didn't start the way we.
Yeah. Man, looking at these standings, got the Steelers at 3-1 on a 2-game winning streak coming off a bye. Got the Bengals somehow at 2-3. That don't even look right. Ravens are 1-4, tied with the Browns at 1-4 for last. But we beat them because
And
that's
why everyone at the stadium was so excited when Minnesota won the game in London. So you're like, yes, we can't be worse than the Browns after this week.
So early in the year,
It's
like
such a
hearing
wild
these records, 3-1 for Pittsburgh. That's nothing. They played no one. They played the Jets. They played the Carson Wentz-led Vikings. They got blown out by the Seahawks, and they beat a Patriots team that trying to figure itself out.
Yeah, no, 100%. Jesus Christ. We've seen the Steelers go, 11-0 that one year, and just totally shit the
And no one understood what I meant by saying they're the worst. Matt Thompson was like, what do you mean? They're 11-0. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but they suck. They're 11-0. How do they suck? I don't know, but they suck.
Yeah.
How many in history? How many 1-3 teams? We 1-3 or 1-4?
We're 1-4.
How many 1-4 teams are third in the NFL, second in the AFC in points for? Not a lot, if ever. And that's the thing that you need to come back to is that with Lamar Jackson at the helm, we're not getting outscored by any team
except
on the schedule down the stretch.
Down the stretch, you're right. But we did the first 4 games.
We're never seeing those teams again. Playoffs, who gives a shit? Let's just get in the dance. But no one's scared of the Miami Dolphins. The New England Patriots are not scoring 40 fucking points.
Yeah.
They're just not gonna. And you know what? I'm here for it. And they haven't seen Lamar Jackson in years. They see Josh Allen twice a year. Like divisional games, I throw out the window. Yep. I feel like
divisional games are just a different beast altogether. It's again as awesome as it was to see the Patriots beat the Bills.
Well, if that's the case, I wouldn't necessarily brush off the 2 Bengals games.
What?
You're saying the Bengals could easily beat us.
They could.
We beat the shit out of each other, though.
Yeah, that's just a dogfight any given day. But again, think about historically how many times the Browns have a piss poor ass season, but somehow their one Super Bowl victory is beating the Ravens. That always happens.
I think we lose to all the divisional teams at least once most years. This year, maybe not. I think everyone kind of sucks this year, even the Steelers.
Yeah, which is
they don't scare me.
They don't. Again, I don't know what type of pass rush we're going to have against Pittsburgh, but
they might. So you all made my argument. Any divisional game scares me. I don't care what they mean.
All right. So I got to give a game ball, especially game ball. We haven't given a game ball in many weeks because we have been playing piss poor. But there was one person that always showed up, always was there, and he recently just passed away. Larry West Henson, a.k.a. Captain Defense, passed away at 75 on October 5th. Was a 24-year Navy veteran and cancer survivor, was involved in many nonprofits and community groups. Again, a local legend, someone I'm grateful that I got to meet. Yeah, heart goes out from our family to his. The Ravens flock has definitely lost someone very important. Yeah.
And the Ravens are going to have a
moment
for him. It's not a moment of silence, a moment of cheer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's like
unfortunately, it has happened around the stretch where the team is not playing great.
Yeah, I was about to say,
that's the only unfortunate. It's happened at the worst time for us to have celebrate that.
Yeah, like again, it's moments like these where shit like this happens, and you're like, "Oh, this could be the fire light to my ass." I can't think of a better story. Than the defense showing up this weekend, playing good. Actually just producing, at least holding them at bay. Again, the Rams aren't a team you're just going to beat. Unfortunately, they're a good offense, and Puka Nacua is having a generational run. Yep. This kid is the real fucking deal. Scares the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. Dead ass. Scares the shit out of me with our defense. But hopefully, Captain Defense will be in the fucking stadium and make a damn difference. Oh, man, before we get out of here, any last words, gentlemen? Ross?
No.
No? Jordan, hit me.
I'll piggyback off what you said, Gerald. I think anyone in the Ravens community probably had an opportunity to meet him, maybe saw him out at least once.
Always friendly.
I remember he was a presence on Facebook. I used to get, I talked to, I make a comment on his comment, and we go back and forth about something. Genuinely a really good dude. And I think a lot of a dying breed in the NFL, the super fan.
Yeah.
And he's immortalized in the Mario game. The game they play. Like, I think they'll have all kinds of stuff for him going forward.
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome that the Ravens, had a fan of his caliber, and for so long he embodied the defense at this the way this team, the blue collar, cold blooded mindset. And so, we lost a great one. Another Raven far too soon. The list is getting way too long, way too quickly. Arthur Brown last week. We lost Jacoby a few years ago. Mo was another one. The gold Mo in the end zone.
Yeah.
Was fucking awesome looking.
I love that they have that. I love that that's a permanent stay, even during the
Even with the new logo.
Yeah, even with the new old logo, it's so fucking awesome.
It's a first class organization, the way they run everything, and I think that's the big reason why I'm not too upset at this particular season. I think they'll turn it around, and if we don't get the playoffs, it's a blip. It's not going to be a long. They'll figure it out, and so I have a lot of confidence in that.
Yeah,
we are spoiled in that regard.
Yeah, no, it's going to be. Oh, it's also the crucial catch weekend, so that's always a fun one for me. I've had people affected by cancer, as most of us have. So they'll probably be doing that. It's going to be a fun weekend at M&T Bank. Hopefully the fans show up. I don't know. I wonder if we'll see. I imagine we'll probably see a couple of $30 Section 1 whatever seats, which was crazy to see last weekend. It was like, holy shit! If only it was awesome.
It's not already. Wait till tomorrow midday when the rain is more slow.
Oh yeah, once that forecast drops.
Once it gets closer, we're already at $24 for upper level.
Jeez, what the fuck?
What?
I'm getting $60 for lower level.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, it is bad the reason why, but no, that's cool. Hopefully people will eat up those tickets because it'd be cool to see a lot of purple out there.
You will, because the seats are purple.
We were talking about that because we were watching, what was it, the Bills game, and it was like the coordination to just get all their fans wearing one single color.
Well, it's just like college. I'm pretty sure it probably says on your ticket wear this.
Yeah,
colleges put the shirts in the stands.
Yeah,
Baltimore does. We did it with the blackout. Like, hey, Thursday, Monday night, wear black.
Yeah, a college though, they'll give you a shirt that's sponsored by somebody, and so it's just sitting on your seat. Especially basketball. The Gold Rushes from Maryland, brought to you by fucking Papa John's Pizza or something.
I really that would be cool. I would like to see a whiteout at M&T.
At least the student section will get their shirts.
Yeah, student. I gotta get down to UOD. I haven't been to a game in like 2-3 years. That'd be cool. But yeah, it'd be cool shit to see a whiteout at M&T. I would. That would be so cool. But we'll see. But now heading into this weekend, 1 p.m. game. It's going to be rainy. Taking on the Rams. Justin Holden's team. Shout out, bro. He's going to be there. Yeah, hopefully he gets to watch his team lose. That'd be great. Who the fuck knows? That's where we are. Expect the worst, hope for the best. That's literally where we are at as a fan base. That's okay.
I can tell you that probably was the first game I was at that I was sitting there. It was like, I'm here.
I did other stuff while it was on. Like I had it all in, but I wasn't paying attention anymore. I got to stop giving a fuck after like the fourth touchdown pass.
That's. I mean,
like I'm not that kind of fan.
The first time
psychotic.
Working.
Introductions happened. I was just sitting in my seat. Hey. Ooh, what's
And
happening?
you were dead before it started. That's
There was
fucking
supposed to be a
crazy.
flyover, but there's a little thing called the government shutdown, so that got canceled.
Wow. Jordan.
The program leading up that said there's going to be a flyover, but then before the national anthem, they didn't say it. I was thinking, oh, they didn't say a flyover. Then we're like, oh. And now this week, yeah, they didn't even say there's going to be a flyover, so we're not getting flyovers anymore. It's probably going to get canceled anyway. It was going to rain.
Sure. The AFC Championship game.
Yeah, but they said it was going to happen. They lied. It happened. We're just going to see it. It's still a bomber.
Yeah. They were busy bombing Iran.
They had other fucking plans. Oh shit! Bombs over Tehran. Tehran. How you pronounce it? But yeah, that does it for our show. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned. We're going to take a week off next week. It's a bye week. Everybody's going to get some rest all around. And we will be back that following week because it's the kickoff, the final stretch. Let's fucking go.